guys. Today I'm going to be giving you guys a rundown on all of my palettes that I own. On April was my birthday and I was very fortunate to have received a lot of gifts, including a lot of palettes. But I filmed a video for it, but then it went bad. So this is my way of showing you all my palettes. So let's just get on with it. So I have this jalopy. These are like racks that are supposed to be like in the kitchen, I believe, for like seasonings. But I was with my mom and I was like, hey, that could be like a good way to have some palettes. She's like, yeah. So we got a couple for each of us. But I'm gonna go tier by tier. So let's start with the first one, which is this one. These are all palettes. Now, some of these are not gonna be eyeshadow palettes. There will be like highlighter palettes and blush palettes, things like that. But these are primarily all my palettes. So the one in the very back is this one. This is the Lorac Mega Pro palette. I don't know. I don't really care for this palette. I don't use it too often. It has a mirror, has these beautiful shades, but I just feel like the formula in this is not that great compared to the other Lorac palettes I have and have used. So I don't really use this, and this tends to just be in the back. I'm probably gonna end up selling this to somebody, like one of my friends that are willing to take it off my hands, because I don't really care for it, to be honest with you. The next palette I have is this one, which you guys have seen in in-depth reviews. I'm not gonna do that again. If you guys do want to see that, just go back to my channel. You'll definitely see that within a couple rows ago on my channel. But if you want a tutorial, let me know. This is the Pirates Caribbean collab with Lorac Cosmetics. It's a stunning palette. It has a big mirror and all these shades. It did come with a eyeliner, which I actually hate, and then it has a side thing right here where the blush palette, which I also have right here. It's a blush and highlighter palette, also has a mirror. I love this. I use the blush a lot, and this is supposed to be like their bronzer contour shade, and I do like it because I'm pretty fair, so I use it as a bronzer, but I don't use it too often. This shade right here I can't really use, but I love the highlighters. It has little moons on it, a little plastic sheet, so I keep the plastic sheet in here. It's so cute. The next palette I have is this one. This is the Carly Bible Deluxe Edition palette with BH Cosmetics. I actually really enjoy this palette and I use it quite often. I just realized on the top it has a little penguin next to her name. I never even noticed that, but it has 21 eyeshadows and it has highlighters as well in here. It's like it has like a little cushion, like pillow design, and on the inside it looks like a marble. There is a mirror right there and it says aspire to inspire. And these are the shades. These are very like neutral shades. Nothing we haven't seen before. I'm not gonna act like it's revolutionary by any means, but it is such good quality, and these highlighters are blinding. Now obviously some of these shades I can't use as highlighters. They're gonna look like, no offense, caca streaks on my face, so I like to use those as eyelid shades. They're really pretty. I can only really use these two. Even if you can't use the highlighter shades, you can definitely use them as eyeshadows. I really like this palette, and if I really don't know what to do, I feel like I reach for this one a lot. It's very good quality, and it's actually pretty affordable, and like I said, this is the deluxe edition. The next palette I have is the Nubian 2, sorry if I'm pronouncing any of these names wrong, by Juvia's Place. Beautiful. There is no mirror, which is my only complaint, because it is a rather big palette. I really enjoy this palette. The pigmentation, oh my lord. This is probably one of the most pigmented eyeshadows by far I've ever used in my entire life. And they have such a large range of palettes that have a lot of different like themes. And I really like the shade Egypt and Cleopatra in this palette. So if you want a tutorial by any means or anything more in-depth review on this, let me know. The next palette is one of also the palettes I got for my birthday, and this is the Too Faced Natural Love palette. And I feel like this got a lot of heat on it when it first came out. People were like, oh, Too Faced always tends to get the same colors and blah blah blah. Yes, this is, let me just show you it so you can see. It does have a really large mirror, which I actually really love and I actually get ready with a lot. So these are the shades. These are very basic shades. I'm not gonna act once again like it's revolutionary, like I've never seen this, especially from Too Faced, but I love it. I really do. And this is one of those palettes that I feel like is a really good like collaboration palette, if you will. Like I can use this and mix with any other palette because it has all the basic shades I need while still having like those nice shimmery shades and the deep shades I want. I really like this palette. However, if you have 1,000 basic palettes like this, do I say you need to buy this one? No. I was very fortunate enough to have my mom buy it for me. A lot of people have problems with Too Faced and their collaboration, and not collaborations, their palettes coming out. They're like, oh, it's all the same. I really like the shade Hot and Baller. I didn't even notice that name, but I really like that copper tone right there. It's so beautiful, but I personally really enjoy this palette. The next palette I have is kind of my own palette, if you will. This is just a Z palette that has my ColourPop shadows in it. Rainbow organized, if you can tell. I really like ColourPop shadows. I need to buy more. I just try to stay away from going to the website because I know if I go on there, I'm going to end up buying a hefty amount every time. I love ColourPop shadows. I think they're totally worth it. They're very affordable. And now I'm screwed because they're moving into Sephora. So now when I go to Sephora, not only am I be buying makeup, I'm going to be buying ColourPop makeup, which is cheap. I'm going to be like, oh, it's fine. But add a couple more in my basket. And then I'm going to look at the total. I'm like, well then. The next palette I have is from BH Cosmetics. Is the Take Me to Brazil 30 eyeshadow palette. It does have a very small mirror, if you can see. Like, I know if I need a light yellow or if I need a certain blue, I know it's going to be in this palette. It has a large panel black and white, which I really appreciate because those are the basic shades in this palette. Extra palette that I need just in case if I need any sort of variation of any color. The next palette I have is also from BH Cosmetics, which my mom also bought me. It's the Galaxy Chic 18 color baked eyeshadow palette. It does have a tiny mirror compared to the size of this, you know, it's pretty small. It is beautiful, it really is, and it looks kind of like outer space. That's kind of their whole theme with this palette. These are sheer, I'm not gonna act like they're super pigmented, they're nothing like Juvia's Place 100%, but they are really nice. And I know if I want a shimmery orange overlay, I can go with, like, this is that palette that you just add the extra touch. The next palette I have is the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Beauty Killer palette. I know he has the androgyny palette. I have yet to get it.
I have it.
I know you do.
Thank you.
I know you do. I really want the androgyny palette.
Too bad.
But this is, I'm pretty sure you guys seen it, has a mirror. These shades are to die for. I've realized something with my palette is very strange, that the rich
Bitch
shade, which is the Gola palette, is very lackluster for me. I don't know why, but my mom has the exact same palette and I got mine only a couple weeks after hers, and hers is so pigmented. That gold shade in particular is so pigmented, but mine just literally doesn't show up. I don't know why it does that. It's very strange. That's the only one out of this palette. The rest of them are so pigmented, but Rich
Bitch
does not show up at all for me, which is very strange because that's probably like the most wearable color in this palette for me. I'm still gonna use this palette. It literally does not come up like at all.
I'm scraping it.
Yeah, I've tried.
Did you wet it?
Yes, it doesn't work. Spilling tea, sweetie. No, but I still love the palette. I think it's great quality. You should definitely purchase it. It just, mine definitely had a little jip in it. That gold one just does not work. And it looks really beautiful in the pan, but it just not come up at all. I will go in with my brush, nothing. And I know a lot of people are gonna have some sort of opinions about anything I'm gonna show you. In particular, Jeffree Star is obviously a very hot topic. People are always very mad at him for something. But here's my thing. I don't care about your personal drama. That is your life, not mine. He creates great makeup. I have a lot of his liquid lips. My mom does too. We have his highlighters. His makeup itself, it's cruelty-free, it's vegan, it's amazing quality. There's nothing wrong with it. Just because he has drama with Kat Von D from God knows how long ago doesn't mean I'm not going to purchase it. So before someone comes at me saying, oh my god, you support him, oh my god, you support a racist person, his makeup is good. Him himself, I don't really know. That's not me. That's not my personal problem. That's his, okay? So before you come at me, his makeup's great. Maybe you should try it. Next palette I have is a highlighting palette, and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Aurora Glow Kit palette. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. There's no mirror in here, which they never do, but awesome shades. I really like these three shades, and sometimes I go with Orion. I haven't quite dipped into Lyra because it's very glittery, but I love this palette nonetheless. I think it's so unique. True. And I really just love the formula and the color range they have, the Anastasia Glow Kits. Love them. The next palette I have is the Saharan by Juvia's Place. Once again, it's such amazing quality. It's smaller in size compared to the Nubia palette. It's definitely smaller. It is so beautiful. I really like the shades in here as well. I feel like this one's a little bit more wearable than the other one, but nonetheless, they're both so beautiful. And once again, the pigmentation packs a great punch. If you can get your hand on any of the Juvia's Place palettes, you're gonna love them. The next palette is a fairly new one for me. This is the Zulu by Juvia's Place, and it was hard to get my hands on this one for sure. But oh my god, it's so beautiful. That's how it is the right way, but I'm gonna hold it like this. This is so, oh my gosh, guys. I saw this and I fell in love. And I'm pretty sure my mom has this one as well, don't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Guys, this green shade right here in the center is so beautiful, And this one right here tends to pull a lot more gold, like it shows a lot more gold on my eyes personally. Again, great. I love Juvia's Place palettes. The next palette I have is this one, and this is another highlighting palette. This is the Sun Dipped Glow Kit by Anastasia. This is my first highlighting palette I've ever owned, I believe. I love this palette, and the shade Bronze is obviously too dark for my skin tone. It looks so good on the lid. It's so bling, beautiful. And I really go in and just mix these three whenever I use this palette. I really love these shades Tourmaline. Highlighting, I don't like know what color, I go to this palette, and like I love this palette so much. Tried and true, love. Next shelving section is this one. There's not too many palettes, but these are my shorter palettes, if you will, like in height. I have this one. This is a Sweet Peach Glow by Too Faced highlighting palette. It's peach infused. There is a mirror right here. I really love this. I think if you have very fair complexion like me, you will really benefit from having this in your collection. I know a lot of people are like, that bronzer's pathetic. Who's that gonna fit? Like, guys, I can't use a super dark bronzer. It's just not gonna work for me ever. So this is a perfect palette for any of you who are very fair complected. It has a bronzer kind of color, a blush. It's kind of like a blush topper, but on me, like, why it's just blush. And a stunning highlighter that's very natural but very powerful. I really love this palette. And once I run out, I guarantee I'm gonna go back and buy another. I might just buy a backup just in case because I don't wanna run out of this. It's a metal tin, if you were wondering. I think it's 100% worth it, and it's a magnetic closure. So these aren't really palettes, and I know this is my palette collection, but they're right here. I'm just gonna show you really quickly. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Precious Petals. It's a very blinding highlight. I do wish they had lighter shades, and I know they've come out with more since I've gotten this, but nonetheless, this is such a blinding highlight for such an affordable price, but it's a pain in the ass to get a hold of because everyone buys them. These are from Shop M.A.C. Now, I have a lot of things from Shop M.A.C. I've recently gotten, and I've been testing them out, and I've really come to the conclusion I really enjoy Shop M.A.C. a lot, and everything's almost $1. Sometimes you find things for $2, but basically everything's $1, and these highlights are both $1 each. This is Cream Puff, and this is Cupcake. This is a vanilla color. It's a little bit more pink. Subtle, but they still have a nice glow, and this is something I wear every other day. I just love these. The next thing I have is, once again, not a highlighting palette or a palette by any means. It's just a highlighter from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I already told you about how I feel about Jeffree Star, but this is in the shade Ice Cold. I really want to get Nefri, is that what it's called? The new one he's collaborating with his boyfriend, because it looks so beautiful and it's like light enough for me to use and still have a color to it. I use it on my brow bone, popping, inner corner, popping, over the lid, popping, my face. Like, it has a massive mirror, and I love getting ready with it, and it's just a big pan. Like, do I need to say more to you? Do I? On to the actual palettes in this section. So I have these two Naked palettes. This is the Naked 1 and the Naked 2. I do really like them. I know a lot of people are hit and miss with the Naked palettes by Urban Decay. This is the smallest mirror, by the way. That mirror is pathetic. I really enjoy these shades. These are one of my first palettes I ever got. In fact, I'm pretty sure I got the Naked 2 before I got the Naked 1. They're just the basic OG palettes that have all the colors you need. These are very cool tone in this palette, I feel. But I love the shade Toasted. I love Half Baked. I used to go in on Half Baked. Oh my gosh. And the Naked 2 is a metal tin. I mean, the Naked 1 is velvet, but it's like, it's a gross velvet, and it makes me so mad when I touch it. It makes me want to vomit. That's the only thing I hate about it. This one has a larger mirror, thank God. This is a lot cooler in tone, a lot more deeper shades, and some of them are falling out. I feel like the glue has just worn out on this palette, which is very strange. Still really enjoy this palette, and I do go back to it every once in a while. I realize, hey, I haven't used that in forever. Start using it again, and I love it. I really do. I think it's a tried and true. It's an OG, and it's worth it. And this is something I take with me traveling. When I went to Arizona, I took this one with me. So the next three palettes I have are from Too Faced. So I have the Chocolate Bar, the Sweet Peach, and then the Chocolate Bonbons. I know a lot of people have problems with Too Faced. They say it's too repetitive in their line. I love Too Faced. I think it's a great price point for what it is, and they have great quality eyeshadows. This is the Chocolate Bonbons. Also, it does have a mirror, and that's the shades. It's upside down. There are hearts, but I'm holding it this way. I used to really go in on it when I first got this, and I need to start using it again because I love the shades. More cool tone while still having those pops of color in it. The next one is the Sweet Peach. You guys have seen this so many times already, but like, it is worth it. It is so worth it. Oh my gosh. And it smells so good. I don't know, people said that their smell has gone away, but mine hasn't. This is the one. The palette that I go to a lot is the Sweet Peach, and I think that they nailed it on the head with this one. This palette is worth it. Trust me, I love it so much. If you're gonna get one of the long palettes, I suggest that one first. And this is the OG chocolate bar palette. My mom has the milk chocolate one. I haven't gotten around to getting it. And this is another one of those palettes I feel is really good with mixing with other palettes while still being great on its own. Like, I use this by itself a lot. If I don't want a cooler tone, like a more neutral shade, I shouldn't say cooler, it's more neutral than the Sweet Peach palette, I go to this one. And mine still smells like chocolate. A great palette. I love their like bar palettes like this. The next palette I got is strictly because I caved and I couldn't wait for it. As soon as it dropped, I got it because I couldn't wait for it. And this came out obviously a while ago now. This is the Kat Von D Pastel Goth palette. I just love it. And I love the little designs that she did with it. I'm not gonna show you the mirror, but there's like little drips around it. It's so cute. And those are the shades. I love this palette a lot. Like, it's a great way for you to use color without having something too crazy, but it's still pigmented. It's just pastel. If you've been wanting to dip into colors, definitely try this palette out. It's great in pigmentation, very easy to work with. The next palette I got, ironically, I got this because I got a present for my mom. I'm pretty sure it was for her birthday. I got this palette for her. And she really, I was telling her like, oh yeah, like, I'm probably gonna borrow yours because like I really want to use it. A couple weeks later, she bought me my own. So like, God bless. I was like, oh, people are hyping it up too much. It's whatever, it's just burgundies.
That palette's fucking bomb.
I know, oh my God, it's one of those palettes that is so worth it. Oh my, I know people who have gone through this, and I know my friend Diana breathes this. Like, she loves this palette, and now I see why. It is so beautiful, and I go to this a lot. I love this, and this is great for fall because the orange and burgundies, and it's just great overall because you can also go with very summer looks and very winter, fall. I love this palette. It is a Velp. I want to get the Prism one. And now we're on to the final and last section of my little tier. It got messed up because I used this palette today. So I'm going to go in as I see. So first of all, these are not palettes, I'm aware, but I love these. These are the Stila Magnificent Metal Glitter and Glows, whatever, in the shades Smoldering, Satin, and Diamond Dust. I want all of them. I really do. Definitely check them out if you haven't already. A couple little things that are not palettes. Again, the Shop Miss A shadow, and I strictly got it because it's Gatsby. You know, good Gatsby. Leonardo DiCaprio, love him. This is a beautiful blue shade though. And I got this Ciate London Bamboo Bronzer. I don't go and use this. I'm not gonna act like I do. It's just whatever. I had this MAC Trolls Collection shadow in Paradisco. I like it. I just forget about it a lot, and I tend not to reach to it, even though I really do enjoy it. And then I have this little, I don't know, cream pigment in Latte by, I can't pronounce that name at all, but I got from Ipsy. And this is a mess, but it is beautiful in color. It's very nice, but it is messy. So now actually onto the palettes in this section. So I feel like a lot of people have problems with, especially the Too Faced smaller palettes. I love them personally. I know in particular people hated the chocolate chip palette, the little white one. I really like it. And as someone who's very pale, it works very well for my skin tone. It has the mirror that covers from edge to edge. A+ for that. I really like the shades in here. It's very simple. It's not something you can create a look by itself unless you're gonna go very, very bland. It smells great. But I really like this palette, and I might repurchase it. I might repurchase this if I run out because I actually really like this palette a lot. The next one I have is the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Honey. I'm pretty sure that's the last thing you just saw on my channel. I think it's great. I think a lot of people were being dramatic over the yellow shade not being as great as they wanted, but overall I really enjoyed this palette. The next one I have is the Totally Cute palette, and I did put my own stickers on it. Given, I can see why some people didn't like the sticker idea, but like I did. Like, I just didn't, like, I put stickers on it because like I like stickers. I forget I have this palette a lot, but when I use it, I always enjoy the look I come out with. It's beautiful. And then the OG, the Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. Like, this is a great palette, especially if you have, like, honestly, this would be good for any eye colors. The next one I got is actually, I think, the newest palette I've purchased. I got this when it was discounted because they were having, like, the Sephora sales. And this is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2 palette. Now, I really like this palette. I'm not gonna act like I don't. It has a very large mirror as well. But I would never purchase this for the full price. I don't think it's worth that full price. I think I got this for $18. For $18, hell yeah. But I was expecting a lot more considering it's up there. It's like around 40, I think. Not for 40. You got, I know it's like 36 or something, but like, I would never pay 36. The half price, yeah, it's worth it. But I actually really like this palette, but not for full price. Tarte, you asking too much for that. The next one is another Tarte palette. Now this is the Unicorn, the Make Make Believe in Yourself one. It is larger in size compared to the Reinforced the C one. It has a big mirror, but it's not edge to edge. And these are all glittery shades, so you can't really do it by yourself. And there is like a highlighting shade in the middle. There is one matte, and it's Myth, but like it's very light in color, so it can't really work with a lot of these shades. But I go to this whenever I want like a glittery look.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. She bought me this for my birthday, so she's saying that. But I really like this palette. I feel like a lot of people were like really iffy on the whole collection, but I personally liked it.
Good for your pasty people.
The next palette I got is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette in Plum. Now I really want to go... I really like them. They're very pigmented. I take this with me on the go. Has a little mirror. I just love it. It is so pigmented, and it like stained my skin right now because I dug my finger into it, so ignore that. Sorry about that. It's such great quality, and I was like $22. Am I really gonna pay that for 4 shadows? Yes. That's no go. Next up, I have the Lorac Pro. This is the I Heart Brunch palette, but it doesn't say that on the front, which is very bizarre. It's very pastel shades again, but this is amazing. I really love the shade Avocado Toast. It's that cool mint green right there. It's just I don't use it enough as I should, and I'm going to more because whenever I look at this, I get so happy because I love pastel shades. The next thing I just got randomly. I haven't really gotten to use this, so I can't give you a review. It's a very affordable Jessie's Girl palette. It's all shimmers and it's just colors. And I was like, you know, I don't have anything of this, so might as well. They look pretty pigmented. I swatched it and it looks pretty good. So hopefully it is good on the eye. There's not a single matte in here. They're all shimmery. That's why I got it, because like the Take Me to Brazil palette is pretty much all mattes. So I feel like this could be paired with that. This is my first palette, I think, compared to the Naked palettes. But this is garbage. That's why I don't consider it my first one. This is the Nudes by Maybelline New York. Pigmentation sucks. Like at the time, yeah, I used it, but like even then I knew it wasn't that great because it really just did not do much. And you can dig into this and it won't work too well. But I still have it, but it's not that great. I don't recommend it, to be honest with you guys. The next three, the reason why I'm showing the next three together is because they came together because they were a holiday collection. This is a hotel collection thing they had last year by Too Faced. And they have the gingerbread cookie, eggnog latte, and the peppermint mocha. They came together in like the Grand Hotel, I think it's called. The gingerbread cookie is probably one of my favorite ones out of them. It's because it's bronzy and gold. I love this bronzer right here. Eggnog latte has beautiful shades again. I do like this blush. It's matte. Appreciate that a lot. The Central Perk color, Central Perk, get it friends, I love that so much, is a beautiful green. The last one is the Peppermint Mocha. The Santa Baby Blush, love it. The shades in here are beautiful, but I feel like I haven't used any of these really, but I need to because I really like the shade Sprinkles in here. It's so cute. And the last palette I have is my M.A.C like customizable palette, whatever. I got the clear front because I like to see my shades personally. They're very pigmented, and this is like one of those first really pigmented things I've ever purchased. It took me some time to get used to because I was like, whoa, this is a lot, but I really enjoy these, and I really want to finish this palette up. I'm not gonna sit here and act like they don't have great products like Jeffree Star. Like, I don't necessarily support him, but their makeup stuff is good. So that is all for my palette collection. Like I said, if you have any requests for any specific video for any of these palettes, let me know. I'm trying not to drop these, but they're wobbling because I'm on my knee. But yes, I do have a lot of palettes and I'm very appreciative of them. And by no means that I'm trying to brag. I just feel like this is a way for me not to like sit down and film every single video, because maybe you guys want to see a specific palette right away, or maybe you just aren't caring, so maybe I just have this out there for future reference. I wanted to get this out of the way because I still really wish I had uploaded the video of all my like birthday stuff, but there was so much and the video was taking too long because I was filming an unboxing, like me opening my presents. It's just a mess, but I'm very glad to have gotten all these gifts and I'm so appreciative of them. And my makeup collection is still growing, so I'm probably gonna have to do the updated version next year or something. But these are my palettes as of right now. Once again, I know you've already heard me say it 20 times, but say you want, oh, I want to see a tutorial with the Carly Vibe palette, just comment down below and let me know. And let me know if you have a specific eye look you want for any palette. Any video in general, I'll gladly do it for you guys. That is all for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. And if you guys did, please give it a big thumbs up, as well as leave a comment down below as to what you want to see next on my channel. And while you're down there, feel free to click that beautiful subscribe button to become a part of my family on here, because I have such a great family here on YouTube and I appreciate it so much because they are such loyal people. I do have some things I plan out uploading within the next couple weeks or so on my channel. Some new things will be introduced here that are going to be here, so you might as well be introduced to them. Yeah, that's all I really wanted to say in this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next on my channel, and until then, adeus amigos.